Hi everybody! I haven't been vlogging this week. That's great. It's Thursday. That's good job, Jenny. Can't even say that I haven't done anything this week because I have. But I was just too worked up over what happened yesterday that I didn't even get the camera out because it would have just been me complaining instead of me explaining the situation, which are two totally different things, and I'm trying to do less complaining to hopefully maybe it improves my overall mood on a day-to-day basis. And look, it's been one day and it's already helping. So what happened yesterday? I was on call, and if you've been following me for a while, then you know this has already happened. I don't know if the first occurrence if I was vlogging yet, actually. So, I was. Anyway, OPR. Usually I bid OPR. Yesterday, I didn't want to get a trip. I didn't want to risk getting a trip. And I knew I was really far down the list, good for 4 days. So I was like, I'll just remain on call and I know I won't get used because I was going to go see a couple of apartments, and then I was also going to be having somebody come over yesterday evening. No, I was on Wrap B. I was number 7. I was 7 or 8 to be called in Wrap B, which again, if you've been around, then you know that they have to use everybody from Wrap A before they even go into Wrap B. Now, there's this little thing on our contract that talks about OPR, and if you bid it from future, then great. Sometimes not enough people bid to have OPR for the next day, so they have to assign people to fill all the OPR spots. And when that happens, when it's from future scheduling, so when it's happening the day before, then it goes in inverse seniority. It goes from the most junior person that is available, and then they work their way up the list. You can be assigned OPR, assigned, not bid, assigned, like forced to sit OPR twice before they can't use you anymore. So I got a call at 8:40 in the morning, and naturally, Tuesday night, I could not sleep for the life of me. I think I was running on 2 or 3 hours of sleep, and at about 2:30 in the morning, the thought actually crossed my mind, you know what? Just because I wasn't able to sleep, I'm going to end up getting called tomorrow. And look what happened. Scheduling called, like I said, 8:40 in the morning. I have a trip for you. No, you don't. No, you don't. There are so many other people ahead of me. I'm still number 7 for Rat B. Why are you calling me? I said it a little bit more nicely than that. She tells me, oh, we have an OPR shift for you. Not even in Charlotte. In DC. In Washington, DC. If you follow me on Snapchat, then you'll have already known this because I snapped about it when I was on the plane, on the deadhead up to DC. Very not happy with how my day was turning out. I had to deadhead up. My deadhead, the departure was 11:30. I had to be at the airport by 10:40 because that's what time they called me. We get 2 hours to get to the airport. So I had to be there by 10:40. Departure 11:30. Landed at 12 something. The OPR technically started at 1, and then it ended at 5. And our deadhead back to Charlotte was 5:20. And they'll do this. I looked at DC's reserve list, and they had like 12 people for the entire day. By the time we got there, there was 1 person still left from Wrap A, 3 people left from Wrap B, 7 or 8 people left in Wrap C. And then I had to send an email to one of our union representatives because, like I explained, I didn't even explain it. Anyway, so I explained about how they assign OPR from future. When OPR shifts open like this with daily scheduling, so the day of, it says in the contract that it's supposed to be treated like a pairing, which a pairing is just a regular trip. It's been a whole thing on our Facebook groups. So finally, this one representative, he is collecting every time that it happens, but we're supposed to email him, all this information, and they're going to address it to get the language changed in the contract to be absolutely specific as to how daily OPR is supposed to be assigned, because we have these lists that, the list that tells us where we are to be called, that completely goes out the window. You have no idea if you're going to be calling. because there's no OPR assignment list. So that was my day yesterday. DC's crew room. If anybody there is watching, I'm sorry, but y'all got shafted with your crew room. Or maybe we're just really lucky, because even Philly's crew room I'm not really too cracked up on. But Charlotte's crew room is pretty nice. I am on call today, but I am not going to get used. I am, again, like really far down the list. Oh my gosh, I forgot to bid for tomorrow. This is why I have to set reminders for myself. Otherwise, I don't remember. This is why I'm a list person. Man, I was doing so good today. Good morning. It's Sunday. I've sucked at vlogging this week. I haven't even been vlogging my push-ups, but I have been doing them. Don't worry. I am on my way to the airport, obviously, in the uniform. Not very happy with scheduling. They called me at midnight last night for this trip that doesn't check in until 8:35. That's breaking our contract, but okay, no big deal. So it's 7:40 right now. It is. I honestly probably wouldn't have gotten this trip if the weather was cooperating this weekend, but yeah, there's that. And there were major storms around Dallas. Yesterday, they went through a lot of reserves. Back to the fact that they called, so in our contract, they're not supposed to call between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. unless the departure time is in those times or shortly afterward. They, like, really? Really? Why are you calling? I'm not gonna get a full night's sleep now because you just woke me up in the middle of the night. The good news is just to DC, which DC is like a 40-minute flight, and then, so I worked the flight there, and then I deadhead back, which for those of you who are new around here, a deadhead is a positive space, meaning we're guaranteed a seat on the flight, and it's worked into the trip, so I'm getting paid to be a passenger. That is what a deadhead is. It's just the company, they needed me to work the flight up to DC, but they don't need me to work the flight back. I am the B flight attendant today. I'm in the Galley, which is exciting because I love the Galley. And because there aren't any passengers on board yet, I figured that I would show y'all just kind of the process of setting up the Galley before, like I said, before any passengers get on board, and just kind of how we organize everything in such a small space. Guys, it's Monday. My battery's going to die, so I'm going to end the vlog real quick. Yesterday, I didn't have time to end it yesterday because right after the DC turn, myself and two of my friends went to watch some college baseball games, and it was 2 hours away, so we didn't get back until late last night, like almost 11 o'clock, and I just passed out right afterward. But anywho, the DC turn didn't end up being that bad. It was too turbulent on the way up, so the captain had us remain seated the entire time. Somebody would have gotten hurt if we would have taken the carts out, whether it be us or one of the passengers. Somebody would have gone down, because if you guys don't know, those carts are easily a few hundred pounds when they're full. So if they move, homegirl would get taken out, because those carts are heavier than I am. And on the way back was just a deadhead, so we didn't have to work. We were just a passenger. I know I didn't really vlog a lot this week, and not much really happened. If you did like it, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. I put out a new vlog every Monday. realistically every Tuesday. All of my social media links are down below. I do have a Snapchat. It is just jenny.ernst. So you can follow me there. I'm not very good at it, but hey, if you want to, then go ahead. I hope everybody had an amazing week. And if you have been traveling, I hope you had wonderful travels and made some great memories. Even if you weren't traveling, I hope you've made some great memories the past week. And I will see you all soon. Bye. I'm just going to kind of wander around Kensington and go up to the Portobello Market, which I haven't been there before, and I'm going to try to hunt down the